Special friend. Moments after we taped our show last night, the Mad Red Hatter wrote, "I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back." You can't believe they gave me my job back. I can't believe we gave you your job back.
Moments after filming his show, Jimmy Kimmel addressed the latest outburst from Donald Trump with his characteristic blend of humor and exasperation. Reading Trump's Truth Social post aloud, "I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back." Kimmel delivered the perfect comeback. "You can't believe they gave me my job back? I can't believe we gave you your job back." The studio erupted in laughter and applause. His quip, short but razor-sharp, distilled the absurdity of Trump's ongoing feud with late-night comedians and his inability to let go of perceived slights, even from entertainers whose job is to make fun of public figures.
This guy's saying he's going to build a wall from California to like El Paso, Texas. Like, dude, I've done that drive. That's like a 2-day drive, 85 miles an hour. Like, like you're going to build a wall. You're really going to do this. Like, how much is this going to cost? How many times you going to go to Home Depot? Like, how big is this thing going to be? Look how long it took to build the Freedom Tower, and we wanted that. That took 15 years. Dude, by the time they build that thing, we're going to be the ones going over it.
Bill Burr's commentary on Trump's proposed border wall was classic Burr. Exasperated, incredulous, and bitingly funny. "Like, dude, I've done that drive," he said, gesturing as if measuring a map in his mind. "That's like a 2-day drive at 85 miles an hour, and you're going to build a wall? Really? How much is that going to cost? How many times are you going to go to Home Depot?" Burr's sarcasm sliced through the political rhetoric, revealing the impracticality and vanity behind Trump's promise. His punchline, "By the time they build that thing, we're going to be the ones going over it," captured his genius for turning political absurdity into relatable comedy.
The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled. No, they weren't. Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. That I can't argue with. Shut the up. The freedom of speech is only for me.
In an interview laced with grievance, Donald Trump claimed victory over Kimmel's supposed suspension. "The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled," he declared. "Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there." It was a typical Trump flourish, assertive but unverifiable, personal rather than political. Instead of addressing policy or principle, he fixated on ratings and talent, reducing a First Amendment issue to a petty show business feud.
Liberals are so stupid the way that they handle Trump.
What do you mean?
You should shut up. He's a narcissist. Neutral energy.
Yeah. You think he'd go away if
You know what I think he was? I think he was a one-hit wonder. Right? He wrote The Twist. And then that was it. He was on the casino circuit, and then you idiot liberals wrote him Twist again when you indicted him. And now he's a...
Sitting across from Kimmel, Burr unleashed one of his most incisive analyses of American politics disguised as comedy. "Liberals are so stupid the way they handle Trump," he said flatly. "You should shut up. He's a narcissist. You think if you ignore him, he'll go away." He paused, leaning forward, as if delivering a hard truth to a friend. "You know what I think he was? A one-hit wonder. He wrote The Twist, and that was it. He was on the casino circuit. Then you idiot liberals wrote him Twist again when you indicted him, and now he's a star." Burr's metaphor, Trump as a fading musician revived by his critics, was both hilarious and devastatingly accurate.
Favorite part of the campaign, though, was when Trump went to McDonald's. Wasn't that amazing? That's the only time I've ever seen that guy truly happy. Like, he was glowing. When he got behind the counter, it was like he was behind stage at like Springsteen or something. He's like, "Oh my God, this is like where they make the French fries." And he was sticking a couple of extra in one. He goes, "Hey, whoever gets this one's going to be excited." It's like, oh my...
Burr later riffed on Trump's well-known love for fast food, describing a surreal campaign stop at a McDonald's. "That's the only time I've ever seen that guy truly happy," he joked. When he got behind the counter, it was like he was backstage at a Springsteen concert. He's like, "Oh my God, this is where they make the French fries." The image of a beaming Trump slipping extra fries into a customer's bag turned political satire into character study, mocking not just his behavior, but his craving for adoration in the most ordinary places.
Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
After Kimmel's remarks about conservative activist Charlie Kirk, Trump erupted once more. Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, he said. He's not a talented person, he had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. The statement, like many of Trump's media tirades, blended defensiveness with authoritarian glee. What might have been dismissed as pettiness became chilling when paired with his position of power.
I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. These companies can find ways to change conduct, to take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or, there's going to be additional work for the FCC.
During a podcast appearance, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, a staunch Trump ally, made remarks that sounded more like intimidation than oversight. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, he warned. These companies can find ways to change their conduct as it relates to Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC. His phrasing echoed mob movie dialogue, revealing how far government officials were willing to go to please the president's vendettas.
Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, and who puts the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage? Who puts the network in jeopardy? You hear that? There's the threat again. This time straight from FCC Biscuit's mouth. He goes...
Trump crowed on Truth Social after ABC's decision to suspend Kimmel's show. Great news for America, he gloated. The ratings challenge Jimmy Kimmel show is canceled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. For the President of the United States to cheer the silencing of a critic was unprecedented, and yet entirely consistent with his pattern of confusing loyalty with patriotism and criticism with treason.
Anyway, as I was saying before I was interrupted, if you're just joining us, we are preempting your regularly scheduled encore episode of Celebrity Family Feud to bring you this special report. I'm happy to be here tonight with you. This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this.
Still not satisfied, Trump escalated his rhetoric. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, and who puts the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage? He said. The quote laid bare his fixation on control, equating editorial independence with danger and treating political opposition as sabotage. His repeated use of the word jeopardy betrayed how he viewed media institutions, as assets to be disciplined, not free voices to be respected.
I like Brendan Carr. He's a good guy. He's the chairman of the FCC. I work closely with him. But what he said there is dangerous as hell. He says, we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Yeah.
And I got to say, that's right out of Goodfellas. That's
When Jimmy Kimmel returned to the air on September 23, 2025, he did so with a deliberate echo of history. As I was saying before I was interrupted, he began, referencing Jack Parr's legendary 1960 return after battling network censorship. This show isn't the real issue, Kimmel continued. What matters is that we live in a country that allows us to have a show like this. His words transformed late-night comedy into civic sermon, reminding viewers that the laughter they took for granted was a testament to democracy itself.
My wife, you know where you stand with her. Okay? The guy walked in the arena, everybody cheered. She gave him the finger. Nobody got arrested. That's why this country's great. Everybody expressed themselves. Can we all be adults? I mean, I don't know about you, but I came there to go to the fights. I didn't know I was going to the Republican National Convention.
Responding to Carr's threat, Burr offered his signature deadpan analysis. Look, I like Brendan Carr. He's a good guy, he began before pausing. But what he said there is dangerous as hell. That's right out of Goodfellas. The comparison landed perfectly, mocking the gangster-like language used by a public official. Burr's humor worked as both laughter and alarm bell, making the absurdity of authoritarian behavior unmistakable.
He says, I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Only Donald Trump would try to prove he wasn't threatening ABC by threatening ABC.
Reflecting on a public event where his wife gave Trump the finger, Burr celebrated the spirit of American expression. The guy walked in the arena. Everybody cheered. She gave him the finger. Nobody got arrested. That's why this country's great, he said. Everybody expresses themselves. Can we all be adults? I came there for the fights. I didn't know I was going to the Republican National Convention. His offhand humor distilled the democratic ideal. Freedom of expression without fear.
The Trump administration's plan, in the moment, and I don't want to minimize this because there's a lot more coming, but backfired, at least as it relates to Kimmel. I mean, his return drew in more than 6 million viewers, which is much larger than his normal audience, despite being blacked out in 23% of the country. And that does not even count the more than 26 million views across YouTube and social platforms, which is...
Trump's fury reignited after Kimmel's return episode, prompting yet another online tirade. I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. Kimmel's immediate clapback. You can't believe they gave me my job back. I can't believe we gave you your job back. Became an instant classic. The exchange summarized years of political farce in 2 sentences, with Kimmel's wit outshining Trump's indignation and demonstrating the enduring power of humor against authoritarianism.